On June 16th, 2018, I launched this show. Have faith, let it begin. Join me each and every weekday at 7:30 a.m. live because this is a show all about faith. Motivational topics, inspirational stories, personal testimony designed for you, the daily commuter. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
30 seconds to go.
Hi, I am Mia. You're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin.
10 seconds to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, my name is Angel, the host of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Today, I'm asking each and every one of you, if there are parents or parents-to-be, or if you're thinking about having children, this may be an episode that will work for you. It's all about advice. It's all about parenting advice. It's anywhere from do's and don'ts, and it's all going to happen right now. Nothing better than to listen to a show designed for you, the daily commuter. I hope you'll tune in for this special edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin with my sister and my sister-in-law. They are back after being away for 6 months. Yep, we're not talking about fake people this time. Now it's all about parenting. Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. This is going to be very interesting. Don't adjust your sets or your phones because it is not a 6-month rerun. This is a 6 months forward edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin because Lyann and Jen are back. And it's not about fake people. It is about something totally that a lot of you can relate to. I know I can, and I know all of you out there can relate with me because you have been bear witness to my daughters coming into this world. So with that being said, it's my pleasure to introduce to you once again, for the second time on the most downloaded episodes, Lyann and Jen. Welcome back to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
That's right, baby.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, Lyann, welcome back. You took a trip here from Florida, not for the show, which would be awesome, but our dad's birthday, of course, we're celebrating it. But it's nice to have you back home and to have your kids here. For those of you that don't know, in the very beginning of our show, you hear two great voices, Mia and Amari. That is Leanne's children. And they're here today, and they'll be cutting some new promos with us, too. So, and of course, Jen is the mother of Isabella. And a lot of you know Isabella because she does her intro, too. So, it's a family edition today, and I'm excited to have you guys on.
I'm so excited.
So, let's just dive right into it. I mean, well, that's by the way, is a new addition to our family.
That'd be Charlie.
That's Charlie. So, he wasn't on last time. So, Charlie, welcome.
Oh, boy, Charlie.
Imagine if Cody was here. That would be really interesting. Let's just get right into it because, you know, we don't edit on this show. We were trying to figure out how we're going to get right into this show. And how do you can't really just prepare for parenting and you can't prepare to talk about parenting, so let's just talk about it.
Can I just jump in?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm going to jump in. So here's the thing. So people always want to tell you what to do, right? Always want to tell, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this. Here's my parenting advice to you, Angel. And I know I've said this to you, and I've said this to your wife. You listen to whatever you want to listen to. Do not take anyone's advice, and whatever you feel, and if you think it's right, then you do it. My advice is to take no one's advice but your own.
And you know what? It's okay to listen to the advice. Doesn't mean you have to take the advice. And I mean, that's what's the word I'm looking for. Don't listen to the advice and then have to do it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But yeah, there's been, and I mean this with all due respect because they listen to the show. There's been a lot of advice from all areas.
Yes.
So yeah, it's hard because you get confused too. You don't know where to go.
Of course.
Yeah, and then you're reading books.
You don't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You guys are way ahead of me anyway. I'm in the beginning stages. So let's talk about it. What's something I need to look forward to?
I think we should scare him, Jen. I really do.
Can we?
This could be fun.
This could be really good.
And he's got a girl.
I know.
That's the best.
There's a lot of good stuff that we'd love to share with you.
Okay.
Because right now, you're complaining about lack of sleep.
Mm-hmm. Well, as I drink soda right here because I'm tired.
Well, just get ready when the tantrums at the local store occur.
That's great.
Which leads me to my number one advice on parenting.
Here we go.
consistency. If your child starts to throw a tantrum in the middle of the store and you say, we're going to leave if you keep it up, then you better leave.
But maybe the generation is different. I remember being a child, and my mom would pull into the to a garage, a parking spot. Sorry, and the first thing she says, "We're going inside. We're not going to buy you anything, but if there's anything you like, let me know."
Well, that's another advice, which is set up the expectation. She actually did a really good job. Mm-hmm. As two teachers here, that's huge in a daily circumstance. It does, even changing from subject to subject or walking the kids to lunch. You have to set that expectation. And kudos to Mom. That was perfect. Because a lot of kids don't know. We just bring them to and from. They have no idea. They just follow us around. And without that expectation of, hey, we're going into the store to buy ham and cheese and bread for lunch, then they think fair game. I'm going to take the Kit Kat, the Charger if they're a teenager or whatever, and it becomes, surprise attack on the cash register. I'm like, who put that in there?
Really?
Yes.
They just put it in the cart, you mean?
Yes, they just shove stuff in there, and you're like, wait a second, who put the Doritos?
Oh, yeah.
And you already pay for it, yeah.
I try to go food shopping alone.
Alone?
Oh, yeah. I go food shopping. It's like a certain amount of money. The other day, I think all four of us went food shopping. I think my food bill literally had tripled. I'm like, that's it.
Because everybody put in what they wanted to put in. I just don't go food shopping when I'm hungry.
Well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But let's go back to the whole tantrum. I want to tell you about a story that happened to me with Amari.
Okay.
So Amari is a pretty good, pretty quiet over there. Nobody from the peanut gallery. But he was acting up in the store, and I told him, hey, listen, if you keep it up, I'm going to put you in timeout right here, because at that point I couldn't tell him that we'd go home because I really needed the groceries. Because if I said, hey, we got to go, and if he acts up, I need to be ready to go. But this particular time, I told him, I said, hey, if you act up, I'm going to put you in timeout right here in front of everyone. Like public humiliation. I was like,
really? And
now he was only like 4. So sure enough, he acted up. I don't remember exactly what he did, but I put him right by the ham and cheese, just right there in the cold cut section. And he's as cute as can be, big old tears forming, and I just sat him there for like 2 minutes. Finally, I get my ham and cheese. The old lady came by, and she was just like, oh, the poor cutie thing. Excuse me, sorry, please don't speak to him. He's in timeout.
That's right.
And, yes, it was embarrassing, but guess what? The next time I went in there and he started to act up, do we need another timeout? He's like, no.
No, don't put me next to the American cheese or the Swiss cheese.
Did you find that embarrassing, Lucy? I think I would have found it more embarrassing if he was rolling. I was just at the store the other day. The entire time I was at the store, you heard I was Target. The entire time, can I say that?
Yeah, you can say. Sorry.
The entire time you heard a kid screaming. The entire time. And the mother just kept shopping and shopping and shopping, and I was like, oh my God,
in that situation,
you did the right thing.
Yeah. Well, you never know, because at the same time, being a special ed teacher and just the different kids, sometimes I always wonder, like, my initial knee-jerk reaction is like, oh my God, terrible parenting at its finest. But then I think, well, what if it's like a special needs kid? Maybe he's just freaking out.
Well, that's very
because you really don't know.
No, you don't.
Honestly, though, to be honest, it's probably bad parenting, but you really don't know.
I remember being in a store, and it was the holidays, and the kid was acting up, and the mother was like, come over here, and he wouldn't come over there, and all of a sudden she goes, if you, when they clench the teeth, and if you don't get over here right now, I'm gonna just, and I'm choosing my words very, very nicely, and the kid still acted up, and then she goes, that's it, 1, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna get it. She says 2, and I'm like, here it comes, 3, and all of a sudden the kid turns around and goes 4, 5, 6, 7. So yes, so then the mother walked up to him. She goes, really? Picked up her shirt and finished the count to 10. Started smacking him. 8, smack, 9, smack, and he was quiet. He didn't even actually cry. After that, he was embarrassed, but everybody started applauding in the line. I mean, I remember that story.
Definitely epic. Definitely epic.
Yeah,
But that's
crazy.
because I think also parents are now afraid to discipline their children. They are. I feel that way.
But where did that change, though? Where did that change? Where did it change where it was not okay to discipline your child? I know we're getting off a little topic, but that's what the show does. But I mean, where did that change? Where did it change where it says your kid acts up, you can't do a little pow-pow or a little this and that. Now it's, oh, you hurt him, you can lose your child.
You know,
where did that come from?
Everybody's different. Every parenting is different, which leads to another advice is be on the same page. You and Rachel have to be on the same page. And one of the things that happens is there's going to be people that are going to say that you should never spank a child. And then you'll have another person say, oh, they spanked me, it did me wonders. Mm-hmm. And then, so you and Rachel have to decide what kind of parenting. Are you going to try the timeout? Are you going to do the counting to 3? Are you going to take away items? Like, that's really key. And at least for my 2 children, I do believe in spanking. I don't know if that's because it's a cultural thing. And that's how I was raised. I don't mean like doing anything excessive, but what worked for one child didn't really work for the next. But I know that I was on the same page. And so I'm hoping that you and Rachel get on the same page on whatever it is that you decide. Because that, I think, is key.
I think one of the things
Absolutely.
that we talked about is we both agree in discipline, but we both agree that if at any point in time one of us disciplines either verbally or physically, if we don't approve of it, we're not going to correct each other while it's happening.
In front of the child.
Right. We're gonna.
Yes.
I know, for example, if it happened,
Yes.
I would wait till the end of the night, the baby's asleep, and say, "Hey, listen, I didn't appreciate that. We need to work on a common ground." And I'm basing that off of other people that I've encountered that I see constantly having issues, and they always battle.
Well, you have one of my biggest advices. Do not argue in front of the children. Huge thing. We all make mistakes.
It's hard
in
not
parenting.
to. It is. It's hard not to. But
Sometimes
it is
we
better.
go overboard. Like, we're human. If we're annoyed at our job, and we're a little excessive or short, and then you look over, and if, let's say, you do it, and Art says, "Oh my God, Jen, really?" in front of the kids are going to jump on that bandwagon and say, "See, Mom?" Instead, just wait and afterwards say, "Dang, Jen, don't you think you were really kind of excessive there?" And just chat about it. Undercutting each other is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
It can't feel good. So definitely consider that when you and Rachel come up with rules.
All right. So then, why don't we do this? Why don't we take a pause for today, and we'll continue this discussion. Can you guys stick around for another episode? Mm-hmm. Let's do that. Let's leave everybody on a cliffhanger, and we're going to talk. I want to keep that pattern going, and we're just going to talk about when is enough? When is parenting lack of communication between the 2 parents have an issue, etc. Folks, stick around. This is going to be interesting. I don't even know what else to say. I just want you just listen. It's coming. Part 2 tomorrow, folks. Have faith. Let it begin. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. We're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.